Nuggets, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be preparing your new favorite I don't feel like making dinner ready in 15-minute meal. So yeah, let's get to it. I'm filming my intro outside because there's some construction going on in my house, so if you hear a little bit of background noise, that's what it is, but I'm going to try to mainly make this a voiceover. So yeah, let's get to it. Today I'll be making a steak and a vegetable stir fry, so I'm showing you all the vegetables I'm using. I marinated the steak with certain seasonings. Here are the seasonings, take a screenshot. And today, for the vegetables, I'm using squash, zucchini, and green beans. You want to make sure to give it a good wash. And I'm going to cut up some onion as well in the pan. Before I cut this onion, I'm going to make sure I have my pan on the stove, and I use olive oil to saute the onion. So you want to put some olive oil in your pan, kind of swish the olive oil around in your pan, and after I was done with that, I got to cutting my onion. I usually just dice the onion up like this, and I'm going to use a whole onion because I'm going to have a pot where I'm frying up the zucchini and squash. And in another pan, I have the green beans cooking as well. So each half for each pan. And then I'm cutting up the zucchini just long ways, just down the middle, and then, you know, cutting the sides. I also do this for the squash too. I'm looking back at this video, guys, not too much on my cutting skills, okay? The cutting board was a little bit small and I kind of felt lazy, so I'm putting my onions in this pan to saute. You want to also put a little bit of olive oil in this one as well. This is the one for the green beans, guys. And then here's me putting my onions in my pan. This one's the one for the zucchini and squash. I was throwing the onions there in pieces because the onion kept on breaking on me. So here's me kind of just breaking up the onion. Usually it does it by itself when, you know, the onion gets hot from it being sauteed. But I wanted to take out the core, so. And then I'm adding the onions to the other pan too to saute. This is the one for the green beans. And there's me taking the core out. So for the squash and the zucchini I just cut up, I'm putting them in another bowl so I can season them. The first thing I'm doing is putting olive oil on the squash and the zucchini before I season them up with different seasonings. The first seasoning I'm using is minced onion. After that, I'm going in with some garlic powder, some paprika, some onion powder. Wow, I showed you guys that so fast. Some adobo. Only add a little bit, okay, guys? This is pretty salty. And then last thing is seasoning salt. And you want to give that a really good mix. My onions just finished sauteing. I'm giving it a good stir, and then I'm going to move on to the green beans onions. Honestly, I checked on it and it wasn't quite done sauteing, so I'm going to let it saute for a little bit, and in the meantime, I'm going to put my steak in the air fryer. I'm placing my steak in the air fryer, and I usually put it on 375 for 15 minutes, but I check on it after 12 to make sure if it's to my liking. Longer, crispier, and, you know, shorter time for something less crispy. My onions are finally done sauteing, so I'm just mixing them both up, and then I'm adding the zucchini and squash to the pan. And honestly, I only cooked the zucchini and squash for 10 to 15 minutes. And then here's me adding in the green beans to the pan. And I'm adding the lid on top of it so it cooks faster. And here's different angles of me making it. I have sweet potatoes that I kind of need to do something with, so I think I'm going to also make these. So let's wash these, let's cut these, and throw these in the oven really quick. I'm setting my oven to 375. Yes, I did put it for 45 minutes, but I did cut up the sweet potatoes before I put it in the oven, and I took it out a little bit earlier. So cook time maybe really 30 minutes. Now I'm cutting the sweet potato in half. This is what's going to get the other side really crispy, guys. Game changer when it comes to making sweet potatoes, never going back to normal. Okay, so now I'm taking a pan, putting some foil in there so the sweet potato doesn't stick to it. Easy cleanup too. And you want to be very generous with the olive oil. I did add a little bit too much, so maybe add a little bit less than me, but yeah. This is a crucial step, okay? You have to make sure you rub your sweet potato with olive oil, but like everywhere, okay? This is what's going to make the sweet potato crispy on both sides. Now I'm popping my sweet potatoes in the oven. My green beans are now done. They look really good. So now I'm just going to season them with a couple of stuff. So I'm putting some Italian seasoning in there, some lemon pepper seasoning. I'm putting a little bit of Goya in there, but be mindful it's salty. Some seasoning salt. And I'm going to give that a good mix before I combine my two pots or pans. Now I'm combining my two pans, and after I'm done with that, I'm going to give it a really good stir. You know what I just realized? It's not going to be a 20-minute, quick 20-minute meal if you wait for the sweet potatoes, but let's act like the sweet potatoes are not here, okay? So you would just do the zucchini bean stir fry and with the steak. If you don't have an air fryer, I don't know, you have to look up what works for your stove, like cooking steak on top, but that should probably take not even that long either since the steak is so thin. That's what I love about it. And my mom likes her steak more on the crispier side, so I made it more crispy, but yeah, I'm willing to ask her if she wants to wait for the sweet potatoes or just eat the sweet potatoes later, but I did need to cook that, so I did today. Now it's time for the moment we all been waiting for. Now it's time to plate. So I'm putting my steak on there. Ooh, that looks good. I love the air fryer, man. I got it so crispy. 10 out of 10. This is preference, but I like to add a little bit of butter to my steak, so that's what I did. My mom said she wanted her food now, so I was plating her vegetables, and I wanted to wait for the sweet potatoes, so while I was waiting for them to bake, I just ended up washing all the dishes I had. You know, try to just do some stuff in between so there's not that much at the end. I checked up on my steak and it still needed a little bit of time, so I flipped it over and I put it in there for a little bit longer. I checked up on the sweet potatoes as well. They were looking good, so I took them out the oven. Guys, look at this. I gave them a good flip and they look absolutely perfect. I'll never go back to wrapping the whole entire sweet potato. Like, this is not my favorite way to eat a sweet potato. I'm glazing this right now, but I don't even like sweet potatoes like that, and this tastes so bomb. So now it's time to plate. I'm excited. So this is how my steak came out. This is how I like mine. It was honestly so fire, guys. And like the veggies were so good too. My mom was telling me that she doesn't even like zucchini, but she really liked the way that I fixed it. So you guys should try it. This was really good and also was healthy for you. So, and I put my sweet potatoes on there. And you know, I have to add a little bit of butter to both of them. So I'm just mashing the inside of the sweet potato before I add the butter to it. Then I added a little bit of butter to my steak. That looks like a lot of butter. Mind your business. Okay, so now I'm adding monk fruit, which is a sugar alternative. And I just add a little bit in there. It doesn't like raise your blood pressure or anything like that, so this is good. And then I get a fork and I kind of just mash it in there so everything's mixed well. And this is what my plate is looking like, guys. Look at how yummy. I was so proud when I was done with this. I found some inspo off of TikTok, like just different people's recipes and stuff, and I made this, so let's taste test it. Let's try this, guys. It looks so stinking good. Okay, so I'm going in with the sweet potato first. I already know this is good. I've already had this, but you know, just for funsies. So good. It's really hot, sorry. That monk fruit in there is so good. It's a sugar alternative. It's a monk fruit. It doesn't apparently spike your blood sugar or anything like that. That's good. Now, steak time. Man, I love that using the air fryer. I threw that in there. Oh my gosh, look at it. So good. Zucchini stir fry. One more bite before I say bye to you guys. Oh my gosh, this is so good. You guys definitely need to try this. I love how thin the steak is too. Mind you, I got all of these stuff from Aldi's. This is such a healthy dinner as well. Not only it tastes good, but it's also good for you, you know? The steak's being a little bit difficult to cut right now. Okay. Steak on there. Let me get a little bit of the zucchini stir fry. If it'll let me. Oh, I'm just using my hand at this point. Okay, let's see if I can get a little sweet potato. Oh my god. Okay, well, I'll give you guys a bite. Here. Yeah, I know, it tastes really good. Okay. this meal right here will become a staple in my house. Thank you guys so much if you watched until the end. And if you try this, let me know. And I'll see you later, Nuggets. Bye.